Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Welcome. Thank you for joining. So, we'll be using the first 10 minutes to just catch up, to say hello. You can just type in the chat where you're joining from, your name, the name of your school, if you're still a student. Then, if you've graduated, like me, you can also type the name of your school and what you're currently doing. So let's hear from you in the chat. All right. All right, it's 3 minutes to 8 o'clock. Like I said earlier, we're just waiting for more persons to join, and we'll be starting by 8. But for now, we can drop introductions, anything. Just say something nice in the chat. Say hello, say hi, tell us where you are, tell us your location, the name of your school, what you're currently doing. Yeah, just share something nice. Um, okay, so it's 2 minutes to 8 o'clock. So we'll officially start by 8. Hi, Nathaniel. Thank you for joining. Are you a student? Are you a graduate? Just keep on typing in the chat. Tell us about yourself. So, like I said earlier, I am Jane Agadia. I am a graduate, a chemical engineering graduate from the Federal University of Petroleum Resources, and I am the moderator for today. So just give me that kind of introduction, give me your name and okay, I'm based in Delta State. I didn't say that. I didn't say my location. So I'm based in Delta State. I'm a graduate from FUPRI, Federal University of Petroleum Resources, and I studied chemical engineering. Yep. So the reason for organizing this workshop, this campus career workshop, is that over time we've seen that there are students, there are young graduates that they want to get jobs, they want to know how to position themselves out there, but they find it difficult to even package a proper CV. They find it difficult to speak out, to position themselves better on LinkedIn, and There are even some of these guys that get opportunities. They maybe their uncles or their aunties want to help them, but then they send their CV and it's really appalling. So it's why we're pushing these workshops so that students, especially students, because right now you need to start building your experience, you need to start building everything you need at this point of your life. So this workshop is very important for students, for young graduates. Hi, possible. Thank you for joining. Please share the link with your friends. Share the link on your group chat. Share the link. Invite others to join. So we'll be starting shortly. We'll be inviting our first speaker. We're going straight. We wasted a lot of time, but it's just 1 minute past 8. And if you are just joining, please drop your name. Um, just drop a comment in the chat, your name, where you're joining from, and you can also state the name of your school and all of that. So we're waiting for more persons to join, and in the next 5 minutes, we'll kick off fully. Hello. Hi, Favor. Akpan. You typed a lot of B's there. All right. It's 2 minutes past 8, and I'm still going to ask us to share the link with our friends, invite more persons to join. They don't want to miss any part of the session. They should not miss any part of the session. So invite your friends to join, tell them to join, and we'll be starting very soon. So keep on sharing the link. I can see some people posting. I'm on WhatsApp, I'm checking it. Yeah, people are posting on their status and keep on joining, keep on sharing. And as you're joining, please like and subscribe to this channel because we'll be having more exciting updates. You can go on IG and search for Stustle Official and follow us on Instagram. You can also follow us on Facebook and follow us on LinkedIn because we have really amazing things for you. For a student, we have so many loaded sessions for you, loaded resources, and this is just the beginning. High praise, oh Berry, coming from Alego. Thank you for joining. Alego is in Delta State, yeah. And you said you're a student of Fukui. Thank you for joining. So keep on sharing the link. Oh, no problem, Favor. So I would briefly read the bio of our speaker, the first speaker joining us. So her name is Victoria Oyewo. She's in charge of this workshop. So I'm just doing the basic introduction and a little bit of moderation. Um, so this is the little intro about Victoria. A vast academic research writer and a data analyst with skills in Excel, Python, Power BI, and SQL. She's a recent graduate from a recent chemical engineering graduate from the Federal University of Petroleum Resources, Fukui, where she also served as a special advisor to the APWEN president. She works with Stustle where she handles various research projects. She believes and stands for students being empowered beyond the classroom, and this has led her to volunteering for Cowrywise as a campus ambassador. Outside of academics, she enjoys reading and exploring new places, and she's also committed to personal growth, self-awareness, and continuous learning. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentle ladies. So let's welcome Victoria Oyewo to begin her session. Thank you. So Victoria, you can start.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Good evening. Good evening. I hope
Yes,
you're
too.
good.
Yeah, thank you.
Good evening. Okay. Good evening. Good evening. How are you doing? I'm so excited to be here, and I hope you're excited too. So you can try to prepare yourself for this session. It's going to be so enlightening. So sit tight and put your ears down because you're going to have an amazing time. So most times, this particular CV session, making a CV and tools that get you hired, is not only because you have an uncle and auntie like Jane said. It's also because opportunity can come up anytime. Like you don't even know when the next opportunity will come. But imagine you saw a job application, but your CV is nowhere near ready. You can't just start making a CV on the go because it needs a lot of review. You need to sit down in a good state of mind to make a CV. So apart from the fact that yes, you'll be applying, also it helps you to be ready. So our agenda for today, we'll be doing the CV and cover letter creation. We'll be talking about using LinkedIn for personal branding. We'll be taking you through process of job application, content strategy, career mapping, technical skills and tools, personal branding, and creating prompts. That's using AI for career growth. We cannot ignore the fact that AI has come to really stay. So the earlier you get better on knowing how to use AI, the better, not to ignore it. So, some comment. What do employers really look for when they are employing people, when they are looking for employees? So, most times, when they look at your CV, under 10 seconds, they look for does he or she have the skills I'm looking for? Is she good with this? Is she good with that? And they also check your CV, they check your LinkedIn too. If you notice, most of the job applications these days, after you've dropped your CV, they will still ask for your LinkedIn profile, your LinkedIn URL. They will go and check your LinkedIn page to see whether there's consistency between what you're saying on your CV and what's on your LinkedIn page. Because LinkedIn is like an elaborate CV. That's where you can really talk about whatever you've put on your CV. Also, they look at the impact you've made more than the responsibilities you just listed there. Like, okay, since you've done this, what is the result? What has it done? Do you get? So, and even in this digital age now, many recruiters they don't do it manually again. They use this thing called ATS, that's the applicant tracking system. They just upload your CV on the applicant tracking system to see whether or not you're qualified for the role they have. And that applicant tracking system, they use keywords, they set it. It's more like check if this CV has these particular keywords I'm looking for. Can she use Python? Is she a team player? Is he or she they just put all those is she an engineer, like a particular chemical engineer? They just put all those keywords there to check whether or not your CV matches the role they want to give you. So most times, in fact, in this age, recruiters don't really go through that stress of checking CV manually. It's the ATS that does that now. So having said all this, we're going to start with our first session, and that's make how to craft an effective CV. I want you to take a close look at this CV, this example I've displayed on the screen. Look at it closely. You can see how this person has listed everything she does, her education, her experience, her volunteering experience, her skills. Look at it. Like if you are a recruiter, you just look at it, oh, This is what this person does. This is what she's good at. This is what she can function. This is where she can function in. Look at it very well because we're going to be talking about each of these section in the coming slides. So look at it very well. You can see her name. You can see how professional it is. You can see her contact info. Look at it. Look at it before going. So yes. So starting with the crafting an effective CV. Immediately they see your CV, of course, it has to have a header like what is your name and what is your contact info. That imagine when I showed you the previous slide, you can see you saw the name there, your Obeng. So your name, that's your first name and last name. Your first name is your name, the name you go by on a daily basis, the name that is on your certificate. Your last name is your surname. Your last name is your surname. A lot of people make this mistake and they don't know what last name is. Sometimes they are confused. So take it from here today that my last name is my surname. Say it to yourself, my last name is my surname. Okay. So and we have the email address. Let me show you. Look at this CV now. You can see the email address, the phone number, and the LinkedIn URL. So those this info are particularly important in your header. It must be professional. So you want to avoid using unprofessional nicknames, unprofessional names like nicknames, like marital status, like your age. All these things are not necessary. Just put your mail, your mobile number, and your LinkedIn URL. They are professional enough. No unnecessary info needed unless it's particularly stated in your job description that you need to add it there. Okay, so ensure your LinkedIn profile name also match the CV, the name on your CV. You get so there should not be disparity. They shouldn't be saying um, Victoria Oyewo and be saying Progress Oyewo on another one. It's going to be confusing. Like, is she the same person? Are we talking about another person here? You get so let there be consistency in your profile and on your CV too. So going to the next section, and that's the education section. This education section will tell your recruiter what you do, what you are good at, what you were trained in. So this education is the backbone of your CV, especially for students and recent graduates. This is the backbone of your CV. This is what you do. This is your profession. Look at this sample I put up here. Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering, first class. Let me say something here now. If if you did not graduate with first class, there's really no need to add it there. This first class is just to give you an edge. But if you do not graduate with first class, I advise you don't put it there. Or it's specifically stated in your job description that you should add the grade you graduated with. But if it's not, just remove it. Okay, so you can also add relevant coursework. This gives your employer insight to your technical foundation. Like I added thermodynamics, fluid mechanics. These are courses I did while I was an undergraduate. I did it and mass transfer, kinetics, and co. So you might not be an engineering student, you might be a law student, but you know all these courses that are very, very important. It's not all the courses I did that I want to list out here. Some are not even really, really important, but you know the courses that will attract your recruiters. You know what will catch the eye. So these are what you should look out for and what you want to put on your on in this section. So and I mentioned earlier about keywords. Keywords are something that I like pass mark. Like, does she have this? Let's give it to her. So the keywords are like pass mark. So you can try to put in some of the keywords here in this relevant coursework. That's process. We know we did process control, yes, as a chemical engineer. So that's a major keyword you don't want to miss. So moving on to another section on your CV, and that's the experience or project. You might be wondering that, yes, I'm an undergraduate or I'm a recent graduate. how many experience do I have? What do I know? I've not even seen the world. My dear, you've done a lot in your during your undergraduate. You've you've done an internship. You've done SWEP. You even did laboratory experiments. So all these things are notable experience for your CV as someone that is starting out in their profession. So when you are writing this section, you want to use the star format. That's the situation, the task, the action, and the result. So look at this now. You are an industrial training student attending PC. So what did you do when you were there? So you assisted in data analysis, you participated in team meetings, and you contributed to project reports. Yes, that's shown what you did while you were there. That's one of the action and the result of what you did while you were an IT student. Also, another project you can add is your final year project. And this example is design and implementation of a web-based student information system. So you list it there that okay, I designed this to manage students' records and course registration. So this section shows both your academic and practical exposure. Always describe what you did and the outcome. Always describe it and what and the outcome of what you did. Don't just list it there that I did final year projects. No, list it and the outcome of what you did. Okay, so moving on to the next section. Also, before I leave this section, you might think, oh, it's only final year projects that can be the only project I've done. No, even as a 200 level or 300 level student, there are some projects, good projects you do or you partook in. All those projects are good experience, good projects that you can put on your CV. I remember when I was an undergraduate, there was a particular level that did plant design. This, if you look at that group project very well, it's it displayed teamwork, it displayed creative skills in all of them, reporting skills because they presented this, they worked in teams and they were so creative about it. I was wowed, like, wow, this is so nice. So that experience alone is something you can put under this kind of session that yes, I did a group. In fact, if you were the leader, self, that's a bonus point. Like I led my team, we created we created an optimize a plan to optimize the production of biomethane or something. Do you get? So moving on to the next section on your CV, and that's the leadership experience. So most people, when I was 100 level or 200 level, I used to run away from taking up leadership position. Like, no, I don't want to do this. But it's a very good thing to do because it will teach you lessons that I don't think it can be passed because how does someone want to teach you how to manage people, how to be how to be proactive? You know, there's some things that yes, it can be taught, it can be read, you can read about it, but you have to learn it through experience. And one of this is the leadership experience. Nobody because it's a lot. Leadership experience is a lot, and your recruiters will see this that yes, this person has initiatives because it will demonstrate that you are very responsible, you are very proactive, you take initiatives, you are a resourceful person. So look at this. An example is the course rep of a department. So you know what we all know how stressful being a course rep is. You will collect assignments, you will call lecturers, you will try to be a mediator between the student and the department. All these things, right? If you write it very well using the star format I mentioned in the previous section, you will present a good section on your CV. So if you are still an undergraduate, so take it from this session that maybe in the coming sessions you want to take a leadership position. It might not even be a course rep, it might just be an executive position in your department, like maybe your vice president or general secretary or anything. So make sure you try to take on leadership positions so you get the experience. Some things can just be experience, like I said. So employers love seeing leadership because it shows it shows communication, it shows teamwork, and it shows that you have influence, and these things are relevant in the corporate setting. So moving on to the next section, and that's the skills and certifications section. So you see in this particular section, this is where keywords that will make you pass the ATS system, this is where they matter. This place is your time to really take your time and write good skills that will pass the ATS system. You know, it's not human that is controlling the ATS system. Immediately they put the keywords, it will just um it will give them the ones they want and take away the CVs they don't want. They will not even have time to go through any other CV, because imagine manual check my doing a manual check of 100 CVs at once. It's exhausting. So they will not even check it. Immediately they've gotten, oh, you just need 10 applicants for, or one or two. They will just discard the remaining CVs. So this is where you need to be very, very careful about the skills you put in this section. And you can even do this for better clarity and group them into technical, soft skills, your tools, and your certification. Example of the technical skills, we have the Excel, we have the SQL, we have the Power BI, we have Figma, we have Canva, we have CSS, we have Java, we have Python, and a lot and a lot. Soft skills, we have the communication, at least for you to be in a group, for you to talk to people and they understand you and you understand what they are saying. That's communication. We have time management, we have team playing, we have team player rather, we have problem solving skills. So all these skills, and if you are someone that you feel like, oh, I don't know these skills, I don't have these skills, you need to work on them. So you not be putting lies on your CV. You need to work on them so you know that yes, I'm confident of what is on my CV. It is what I know, it's what I can do. We have these tools like Trello, HubSpot, and certifications. As an engineer, we are always encouraged to take HSC 1, 2, 3. Also, you can take all these classes that used to come in school regularly. A lot of all these organized classes in school that you can take. All these certifications are very, very nice. And this is, like I said, this is a time for you to really, really is a time for you to really put in good keywords on your CV. So when recruiters or ADATS scan your CV, they look for specific tools and certifications relevant to the job description. So an advice I want to give you is a CV is not always one size fits all. You might always want to edit your CV. So this section is where you want to put keen interest to regularly update it to fit the job description you are applying to. So you might want to look at the job description. Okay, what are the keywords in this job description? And you look, okay, do I have the tools for this particular job description? Then you put it here under the skills and certifications section. So finally, on this section of the CV is the volunteer activities. Volunteer activities. So some of you, I know you don't have leadership experience, but you volunteered a lot. Like you've taken tutorials, you've led meetings where you discussed how to move the school forward or anything. So this is an example where you tutored 50 students in a course called Material and Energy Balance and resulting in average grade increase of 40%. I have one of my classmates who is a tutor. So a lot of reviews used to come into him that, oh yes, thank you, thanks for taking this class. I passed, I did it. All those reviews you can put them in no you can put them in metric form. Like when I mean metric form, like numbers. That's why I use 40%. You use your description to weigh it that okay, and now an increase in 40%, yes, that's what happened. Don't just guess. Look at it and say, okay, at least 90% of the students I taught came back to me with good reviews that yes, they passed this course. So most times when you are putting all these examples, all these bullet points, you want to put them in, you want to add metrics to it to show, to quantify whatever you've done, because that makes it easier to explain to your recruiters. So I know mentioning all this has been, you've been wondering, okay, but I don't even want to do this CV thing because you feel like, oh, it might be stressful, you might not have the time. Stustle is here for you. If you feel like you don't want to go through all the stress of writing a CV all by yourself, reach out to Stustle. You can get a personalized CV for yourself. So they are very good at it. They have good team that is particularly prepared to make CVs for you. In case you feel like this CV is a whole lot, I can't wrap my head around it, Stustle is here for you. And I'll still come back to it before the end of this workshop. So moving on, in fact, if you've been following me, write it in the comment section. I want to see what you've learned so far from the CV section. What stood out for you in the CV section? What do you think you're going to do again when you leave this webinar? Like, oh, after I leave this webinar, I'm going to update my skills. I'm going to take certificates. I'm going to volunteer. Just let me hear it. I want to see everything in the comment section. What do you think you're going to do better when you leave this? Okay, then someone said the review part you mentioned that we take it seriously. Yes, very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. Someone said don't package lies. Yes, don't package lies. Or make sure they are what you do. They are what you do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so moving on to how to write a strategic cover letter. So you might be wondering, what is a cover letter? I've written a CV. Why is a cover letter necessary? The cover letter is more like, is like a story. It's like your story, not you repeating your resume. It's your story. You saying what you do and how you fit into the mission of the company you're applying to. A cover letter is a personalized way to apply for a job to a company. The cover letter is specifically for a company, not something, not as generic as CV. So so these are the do's you do on cover letter. You personalize every cover letter. That means you talk about your story, your achievements, not duties. So this time you're telling a story that this is what I do, this is how I've done it, and this is how it will align with the company's needs. This is how it will fit into your mission. You highlight past experiences and how, if you continue in that trend, it will, in companies, in these oil and gas companies, everybody is trying to be sustainable, like they are moving on to sustainability. So you can say, okay, I've tried to remediate soils before, so, and it will contribute to the net zero goals of your company. So, and you want to keep it concise and focused, like you don't want to jam pack your whole cover letter with so much. Keep it 3 to 4 short paragraphs, just a page, they will see it. And I want to advise you, I got this advice from a seasoned HR professional, that for every job you apply for, it's advisable you write a strategic cover letter for every job. So this cover letter now, you will just look at the job description, use the keywords in the job description to form the basis of your cover letter. Do you get it? Use the job description to form the basis of your cover letter. So you want to submit a cover letter for every job description, whether or not it's required. It gives like, oh, she went extra mile for this application process. You will research the company's page, search their social media pages and check for what they do, what's their mission, what are they so interested about, what's a particular problem they are looking to solve or something. Thank you. So what are the don'ts of a cover letter? So you don't repeat your entire CV. You don't use a generic template. I said this, that is a cover letter is The cover letter is for the company. Like you do your research. So you do your research on on the company you're applying for. So you know, okay, this is their mission, this is their vision, this is their goal, and this is what they want to solve. So you do your research. So you focus on what the company wants. So don't focus on what you want, is what the company wants. And don't neglect tone and formatting. You should be very, very particular about what you put on your cover letter. Be professional. So your goal is to sound authentic, confident, and aligned with the company, like I've mentioned. So I'll be taking a break now for our moderator to speak.
Hello everyone, are we still here? Are we still here? Let me see your comments in the chat if we're still here. I think some persons are still. Um, just drop your favorite emoji in the chat. Let me sure you're still here. So Victoria Oyewo has been doing a great job. It's a very calm and lovely voice, like telling us how to craft a proper CV. And she told us about this ATS standards. I never knew about that before. Okay, I knew about that, but I never knew it was so serious. Because I used to wonder how these companies review thousands of CV they come across with. Like, okay, now imagine a company puts an application or maybe on LinkedIn or Jobberman, and of course, many persons are looking for a job. So, about 500 people would apply. So, I used to wonder, is it that they'll sit down and start reviewing this CV? No. So, that's the function or the use of this ATS tool. It will help. It's just like, let's say, the way an AI platform is, for example. I don't know how to explain it, but yes, Victoria can explain it better later on. But it will just review your CV and pick the keyword that interests the organization. So, for example, if it's an oil company, they have specific things they want to look at in your CV. It's why these things are very important. It's why having a proper even cover letter to your cover letter, they have to be key things. There are things they have to look out for. So they won't sit down and start reading your thousands. Oh, I'm born in Israel, I was born in Pakistan, I'm from wherever and where, please give me this job. Every my life I've not eaten. No, nobody has time to look at those things. Do you understand? Nobody wants to look at it. They just want to see, they just want a CV that gives them what they want. So once the machine or the AI or whatever tool has gone through the CV, it's just okay. This to select. Okay, maybe out of the 500, it's only 20 or 30. That's the 30 they will look out. So you keep applying for job. You see, I've submitted my CV in 200 places, but they're not even calling you. That's because they're not even looking at your CV. It has not passed through to get to the HR person. Do you understand? So these things are very important. And now should be going over to talk about the use of LinkedIn as a career tool. So please let's pay attention to this. I'm saying this because I've been a great beneficiary of LinkedIn. I know most of us we used to be afraid of LinkedIn because oh, it's a professional platform. Everybody is all packaged. They're saying their wins and everything. I know it can get scary, but just you can use LinkedIn as your your own professional portfolio. Just go and post and you can post and get out of there. You can post, engage on people's posts, but don't go and feel pressured. So I'll be yes, focus on what you do. I'll be inviting Victoria back. I think she took a little water break. So I'll be inviting Victoria back to wrap this up. And soon after our section, um, uh, Coach Destiny will take over. But then I also want to share something with you guys. If you have issues crafting your CV, your cover letter, just stay to the end. Ensure you stay to the end. We have something amazing for you. We have something amazing for you. Ensure you stay to the end and invite your friends invite your friends. So make sure you stay to the end to hear the amazing offers we have for you. Thank you. So over to you, Victoria.
Thank you very much, Jane. Thank you so much for highlighting everything I've said. In fact, I love your summary. So, moving on, we'll be talking about using LinkedIn as a career tool. Honestly, I'll tell you that I've been so afraid of LinkedIn before. I don't like LinkedIn. I don't love it. Like, I just hate that platform. People have been so fake. But then everything changed. I tried showing up this year, and I can tell you that I've been a great beneficiary from LinkedIn too. So LinkedIn is your online portfolio. It is how employers verify your story on what you've said on your CV. Because people used to come and view your profile. I would just get some notifications that 263 people viewed your profile. What are these people looking for? But then I remember that okay, I've applied for some jobs in some companies and I can see that okay, these recruiters are looking at my LinkedIn LinkedIn profile. So you really want to take LinkedIn serious. So the first thing is you optimize your headline and banner. That is you spoke about header in the CV section, so it appears in this LinkedIn too. You optimize, you include keywords. See this keywords thing, you have to take it personal. You have to take it personal, and I'll tell you how you can identify keywords if you stay to the end when we are talking about when we're in the last session. So if you stay to the end, I'll tell you how to identify keywords. So you want to use keywords for your headline and banner because imagine someone comes to LinkedIn and say, "Oh, I'm looking for a chemical engineering graduate that is specialized in so skill and so skill." They will just go to LinkedIn and search it. If you optimize your headline and your banner, you'll be part of the people that will come up first. They will see you there. Okay, oh, this person. Then they will click your name and they'll go through your profile and see okay whether you match whatever they have in mind. That's very, very important. That's a scenario. Also, your about section must be story driven and you must still use keywords too in this about section. Like you write a compelling story about what you do and the actions and the results and the people you work for. Yes, the people you work for, their keywords too. If you are interested in oil and gas company, you can say, "Oh, I'm a chemical engineer who is passionate about driving sustainability in oil and gas company." Sustainability there is a keyword. Oil and gas company is a keyword. I'm a chemical engineer is a keyword. Are you getting the gist about this keywords thing? Also, on LinkedIn, you can showcase project skills and recommendations. See, if you are a student, I'm telling you, LinkedIn is just the best tool for you. While I was in my 500 level, I just got a message that, oh, I should come and be a speaker at for the national body for National Society of Chemical Engineers. How did they find me? How did they know that I'm a chemical engineer? Of course, they've searched it. They've opened my profile. I don't even have, as at that time, I don't have anything catchy to my profile at all. It's just chemical engineer, a data analyst, and I wrote my about section was on point. They just sent me a message that would love you to come and speak. I don't know anybody. I don't know how they found me. I don't even, but this is an example of how you can write, how you can use your LinkedIn as a career tool. That alone has put me up, has boosted my LinkedIn profile. And in fact, will I tell you that people now accept my, like, I now have connections because, oh, she has done something like this. Then I know industry professionals are on my connection list. Company CEOs, company leaders, industry leaders because before people will even accept your connection request when you are sending out connections to industry leaders, they will open your profile. They'll say that what has she done? Who is she? What impact has she made? What are her skills? So when they see it, they will just accept my connection request. And like that, you build. It's not a one-time thing. It's just something you build consistently. So if you're a student, I'm really, really advising you share your journey. They will say, "Oh," because one of my friends was even telling me that she went for this Nahis conference that happens sometimes around June or July. She said she got to a booth and she was telling the man that, "Oh, I need something." The man wanted to to turn her down. Then she said, "Oh," she introduced herself. The man said, "Oh, I know you from LinkedIn. I know you from LinkedIn." That alone gave her an edge there that okay, yes, I know this girl. She's on LinkedIn. We see what she does and everything. So another thing you can add on LinkedIn is your projects, your skills, what you've learned in class, your group projects, your lab experiments. So use package all these things. Don't say, "Oh, I'm a student, I don't have anything to put on LinkedIn." You to put them well on LinkedIn. I know a particular girl in she's not although she's not in Nigerian, but she used to highlight all her projects, her laboratory projects particularly. She will present them in a very, very good way to for you to see that I did this and this is the action of the experiments we did. So you really want to follow down that route. So a well-curated LinkedIn profile, it builds your credibility before your interview starts. Immediately they see your LinkedIn, they'll know that okay, yes, this is what this person does. They will even know how to tailor their questions for you. Do you get it? So moving on to the next. So we have grow and engage on LinkedIn. So you might want to feel like, oh, but I don't have much followers. How do I grow on LinkedIn? So it's not enough to have a good LinkedIn profile. You need to be active. You need to make connections on LinkedIn rather. So one of the things you can do is to post 1 to 2 times per week and make sure it gives insight into solving a problem in your field. Look at it again. We have keywords here. So in your post that you are making, I don't know why I'm saying sustainability, but if you are so passionate about sustainability, you want to include it in your post because it will, you don't know the way LinkedIn works. All these keywords will keep showing on people that are looking for how to manage sustainability in this part of the world. Like you will just keep showing on their field. They will keep seeing you. They'll be like, okay. They may not even react to it. They may not even know who is watching you on that LinkedIn. So post 1 to 2 times. It might not even be, it can be once a week. If you are just growing up, take it a step at a time. You can say, oh, I'm posting today about what I learned in class, and now it will solve a problem, or how you think it will solve a problem. So make sure that all your posts are targeted, they are strategic, they are specific. You don't want to lose guard. You want to be so focused on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not a casual social media. You know why you are here. You know you want to use it for to grow your career. So you need to know that yes, I want to use this post to solve a problem in my field and to attract like minds in my field. Okay, another thing is comments with insight. You know, when sometimes when people put up posts, you will just say, wow, insightful, nice post. No, you want to go the extra mile and tell them how this post has really helped them, has really helped you rather, and how you will apply it to yourself or probably share similar experience. That way, you are building a relationship with, or you are building a relationship on LinkedIn. The next time you make a post, if you do that 2 or 3 times, the person will also try to comment on yours too, and they won't just say, "Oh, nice post." They won't just say great post. They will comment meaningfully. They will comment with insight. They will comment in the way you. They will comment that will drive conversation in your comment section, and this is what will boost your engagement on LinkedIn and will make you grow. So another thing you want to share is your short stories, like something you learned during a project or internship. These are good stories and how you will apply it or how it will solve a problem. And you can track your LinkedIn analytics and your LinkedIn growth with LinkedIn analytics. So if you open your LinkedIn profile, you will see a place where it will show the people it's reached, the kind of the industry it's reached. Like you will see some people that oh, you reach 64%, 64% of the people that viewed a particular post are from oil and gas company. You will see. So if I will really advise you that you really study LinkedIn very well on how to use it for career growth. So moving on, I have the content ideas for LinkedIn. And you even see I'm a very nice person. I even still did content ideas for LinkedIn for you. So first one is you can share your project learnings or something you learned during class, maybe ask analysis, or it can even be extracurricular activities like that, you know. Let me be particular here. Extracurricular activities that are that are in relationship that are in relation to your career. You cannot say, of course, I don't have a good example here, but we all know those extracurricular activities that are not in relation with what you're doing. So all those activities, maybe like the code club, yes, you can post that on LinkedIn. It will show team playing and co. So document your learning journey. Yes, we've done. I don't know if you've seen all this challenge like 30 days of learning data analysis, 30 days of chemical engineering, 30 days of this, 30 days of that. Do it, my dear, do it because it will boost your profile, it will boost your credibility, and it will show that you are consistent with what you do. So document your learning journey, even 100 level. If you're in 100 level, start now. Like, yes, when I was in 100 level, what you did, how you did it, and post all these things on LinkedIn so that when recruiters are even looking at you, they will look at how far you've come. They won't just have any other option rather than, yes, this is the best person we are looking for because you've been consistent over the years and they've seen how far you've come and how you've been growing. Then you can post short tutorials like something you learned and you got, and how you maybe you feel like, oh, people found this very difficult. You can post it on your LinkedIn. Then you can reflect on failures or lessons. We all know that life is not all rosy. Sometimes we have lessons, still let me call them failures, yes, lessons, and we have successes. This is one thing that people think LinkedIn people, LinkedIn people are particular for, like they're always posting, I'm excited to apply, to be the this, I'm excited to start my bike oil and gas company, I'm excited. Sometimes be the different one and say, okay, yes, you have your exciting moments too, but you have how you can convert your failures into lessons and how you show how you're going to avoid them in the future because employers to look out for these things. Yes. So moving on, we have necessary tools for career growth. You see these tools when you enter the corporate space, this will be one of the things you use on a daily basis. I listed just few here. I listed Excel, Canva, and Google Docs. You will use them on a daily basis. You might think, oh, they are just for my final year projects. No, you might even be doing a report weekly. You might be designing slides weekly using Google Docs. These are things you'll be using on a daily basis. So imagine you are entering the corporate world, and companies now they're not looking for somebody that will stress them. They're just looking for somebody that is ready. They're somebody that is just get to work. They are not looking for somebody they have to start training from scratch on how to use Canva, on how to use Excel, on how to create basic slides. Like, no. So all this Canva, even in fact, Canva is something you can use for your content on LinkedIn. You can use it for better visualization. So Excel is for data organization, data analysis, and visualization. So you use for calculations. So when you're presenting slides, you don't want to make it all text. You have to put some visualizations there. So Excel is very good. So for trackers or budgets. So we have Canva too, and that's graphic design and content for graphic design for content creation and for slides. These slides I use Canva. In fact, Canva is easy to use. We have templates there, ready-made templates. You just have to put in your text and modify it to suit what you want. And we have Google Docs. In fact, Google Docs is like one of the things I use daily. It's one of the tools I use daily. That's what I work with because it's very, very easy to work on Google Docs with people. So you really need to know how to use this thing. Some of you are learning are hearing Google Docs for the first time. Well, that's it. That's why you are here. Go on YouTube. You will see how to use Google Docs. You will learn how to use Canva. In fact, you will learn how to use all these tools, and you'll be very, very good at it. So personal branding. Personal branding. When I heard when somebody when people used to talk about branding, I used to be like, what's personal branding? Branding is for those that are selling clothes or those that are selling shoes or anything. But personal branding is who you are, how people perceive you, both online and offline. Like, this is her brand, this is what she stands for. If you are talking about Jane Agadia now, you know that, oh, Jane is somebody that is passionate about young people. She's someone that loves to see young people thrive in every area of life. You know that, okay, this is what she stands for. She stands for Stustle. She's a writer. You just know that, okay, that's Jane's personal branding. That's what she's known for online and offline. So you want to really place yourself, like you can tailor how people perceive you online, especially, and you can use LinkedIn for that. So one of the things you want to do is define your message. What do you stand for? Are you a sustainable energy advocate, SDG goals, or you want to be known for someone who, sorry, please, or you want to be known for someone who is just about about helping people? Just define your message. What do you stand for? What do you want to be known for? How do you want people to perceive you? Also, align your visuals. That means your CV, your LinkedIn, and your portfolio must be consistent. If you're a tech girl, yes, let that be your personal brand on your LinkedIn. Like, yes, I'm a software developer. So you build your personal brand around that. On your CV, you'll be known as a software developer. On LinkedIn, you'll be known as a software developer. On your portfolio too, it will showcase projects that relate to being a software developer. And you want to be consistent in tone and style. Like, you have to be professional, and but at the same time you have to be authentic. You have to be real. That, yes, this is what I do, and people will see the realness in you. And that's even what we want on LinkedIn. We want more real people, more things that we can relate to. You get? So branding is not even showing off at all. Is about clarity. It's about letting the world know what you represent. Do you get? Letting them know that, yes, this is what this person represents. So if you look at um Tony Elumelu now, you know, okay, this man, you know what he stands for. He has a foundation, he has a bank. You know that, okay, this man is about helping young people too. He's about making the industry go higher and higher. Like, you know what these people stand for. So moving on, we're talking about this job application process. So imagine you've seen a job description that we are looking for a chemical engineer. You know, they will write job description. You see, that job description, that is where you take out your keywords. You know, I promised that I'm going to show you how to get the keywords at the end of my session. So stay tuned. So you identify keywords, you customize your CV and cover letter to fit this job application. I mentioned earlier that a CV is not one size fits all. Sometimes you have to update it regularly to fit in this job application. Then you track the application because, you know, the way everything is moving in this Nigeria, people are applying for 100 jobs daily. So you want to track it using Excel. Can you see, you have to know Excel by fire by force. So you have to use Excel to track these applications that, okay, I've applied for this, or maybe the deadline. Then you can follow up professionally. We've seen instances where people will even get rejected. They will send a message back that, why did you reject me? I'm very good at this. Like, audacious messages, of course, in a very good context. You can't just be rude about it. Follow up professional. You can text them back that you love to hear their review, or probably why they did not pick you. Some used to reply and some don't, but still follow up professionally. So, and that's that about the job application process. Yes. So I'm going to talk about creating prompts for career growth. You can see that this slide is empty. So I'm not giving out my cheat code for free. I'm just going to say it. So you have to put your ears down. So we are talking about getting keywords for your cover letter, for your CV, for your LinkedIn. When you look at the job description, use it, put it on AI and tell, because ATS is AI. So you put it on AI and tell it to identify the You tell it to identify the keywords from that job description. You have to identify, you tell AI that, okay, identify keywords for this job description. And you see AI will list it for you. It will list the keywords you're looking for. Also, when you want to write your cover letter, you can prompt AI with the job description and everything, with the job description, with the whole thing that comes with the job. Then you put it on AI, then prompt it to say, write a cover letter in so 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 words, give it your name, give it your give it all the information you need. Let me give you this instance. You know, when I was younger, or I think we can all relate to this. Your mom will tell you that go into the room and go and bring the cup on the table. Then you enter the room, then you now see that I can't see the cup on the table. But you now go back and tell her that, oh mom, I can't see the cup on the table. She'll tell you that if I go there and I bring the cup, I will beat you. When you went back, you don't see any cup. Then she went inside, she brought out the cup. You know what she missed there? She did not give you all the information you need to get the cup. Yes, the cup was around the table. Maybe it was not on the table, maybe it was beside the table, but you did not look beside the table. So that's AI. If you did not tell AI the specific thing to do, if you are not very very particular to tell AI go beside the table and bring the cup, it will just keep giving you generic things. It will keep, and you know it can get frustrating. You now keep typing, keep prompting AI. No. So what I want you to learn from this is, when you are prompting AI, give it all the information you need. Don't leave anything out. Do not leave anything out, like your mom. Give it all the information you need. Like, I'm a so 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 so. I am applying for so 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 so. Be detailed when you are prompting your AI. Be so detailed that you don't leave any information out. And trust me, you will see the results it gives you. So AI tools like they are now like powerful career assistants. Like all these prompts will help you save time and think strategically. Because you know, before you start writing cover letter, and the way the world is moving fast, they can just close the application in 2 days. So you can just prompt AI that what you want to do and what the job description is looking for to create a personalized cover letter for this. So AI won't replace you. Let me just say this. AI won't replace you, it will just amplify you. And the key is knowing how to prompt effectively. So sometimes what we do is that we outsource our brain to AI, that AI should think for us. No, you tell it what you want. You build it in the way you want it to go. You don't just leave AI to just be doing the thinking for you. You tell it, I want you to bring the cup, which is at the center of the table, if possible, at the center of the table. So that's just a brief illustration I can do. So we'll be talking about, so please, if you have questions, this is a good time to start preparing your questions before we'll be talking about the career mapping, and this is when Coach Destiny will come up. So after the career mapping session, we'll be taking questions. So please prepare your questions, please.
Thank you so much,
Prepare your questions.
Victoria. Thank you
So
so much. Can you guys hear me? Please
we
confirm if you
have
can hear me.
question and answer session with Coach Destiny. Yeah. So Coach Destiny, please, can you hear me?
Hello, Victoria. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, but I'll have to introduce Coach Destiny first. Well, thank you so much for the session. Please, if you are still here, let me see your favorite emoji. Please, let's celebrate Victoria. In fact, I want to call her Coach Victoria right now. See, I'm changing your name to Coach Victoria, Coach V, because you really did justice to this. Thank you so much. The details, the prompting, the keywords, everything. It was just so on point. Thank you so much. So right now we're going on to our question and answer session, just like a brief conversation with Coach Destiny and our newly ordained Coach Victoria. I just ordained her. So I'll just introduce Coach Destiny briefly. Please, Coach D, permit me. I'm sorry. I know I may murder your surname, so I'm sorry. So Destiny Equal Coaching. Is a visionary leader, systems builder, and an entrepreneur passionate about using entrepreneurship and leadership as tools to change the world. She's the founder of Dessa Foods, a growing enterprise empowering students and young trailblazers to earn, grow, and lead through its pastries and beverage brand. Through its business school, Destiny aims to empower 5 million young trailblazers by 2033 to build profitable ventures and become key drivers of Africa's economy. Driven by a passion for creating systems that simplify execution, scale impact, and sustain transformation, Destiny currently serves as the coaching administrator at Immerse Coaching Company. She also leads Life by Design with Destiny, a social impact initiative helping young people design fulfilling lives through personal transformation, coaching, leadership, development, and access to entrepreneurial opportunities. So thank you so much, Coach Destiny. And I just completed our bio. Let's welcome Coach Destiny on stage. Please, if you have questions, you can just drop your questions. We'll compile them. Um, so, Coach Destiny, I'm adding you to the stage. Thank you so much. You can unmute and speak now. While Victoria will ask the questions and you answer and you just have the discussion. But please, if you have your questions, just drop your questions in the chat and I'll be on the lookout and we'll answer everything together at the end of the session. Thank you so much. So, Coach Destiny, over to you.
All right, thank you so much. And good evening, everyone. Good day. I know some of you might not be joining from where we are based, but thank you so much for joining. Can you kindly confirm you can hear me clearly?
Yes, we can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, okay. Thank you so much, and thank you, Jane. Thank you for putting this
Okay.
together. Thank you for your heart for students. Thank you for the very beautiful work you're doing. We are grateful. And also, Victoria, thank you so much for the session. It was so insightful. I was actually taking some notes, and it was a beautiful moment for me to learn again. Thank you for all you spoke. So yeah, I think you'd be going first to speak to the question,
Yes, thank you very much. I'm very
right?
excited to
Okay.
join. So the first question we have here is, how did you plan your career path and what steps did you take to achieve your goals? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Coach Destiny?
I think she has been logged out. Seems her network is bad.
Okay.
Okay, I think while we are waiting for Coach D, she's back. She's back. Coach D, can you confirm you're here? Or we should go ahead, but there's a question in the comments. Coach Destiny, please confirm you're back.
I'm back.
All right,
I'm
let's
back
go
in.
ahead.
Thank you so much. All
Mm.
right. I think you just spoke to the first question when I was out. How did I plan my career path and what steps did I take to achieve my goals? Okay. I think when I was thinking about the session earlier today, the primary thought I had on my mind, or I've had on my mind for some days now, I've been reflecting on a number of things as regards my journey and my life after school. But one thing I can say that really helped me was or has been my ability to hear God and to sense the path is inviting me to take. So it wasn't my journey has not been something that I sat down to plan. It's been hearing God, sensing where He's leading me per time, then writing it down. I'm a very big fan of um Habakkuk. Is it Habakkuk 1 or 2? I'm trying to remember now. But the place in the Bible in Habakkuk that tells us, write the vision and make it plain so that he that sees it will run with it. And this actually we hear many times. many of us make the mistake. So we spend time with God, we go to church, we pray. God speaks to you and He tells you things to come because we are talking about from campus to career. Your career has to be your calling for it to be something through which you will change the world, something you will be passionate enough about to see to it that you're volunteering through school, you're serving in leadership roles, you're showing up 100 level, 200, 300, 400, some people till 600, and some schools they will strike in between. It has to be something that it's not mechanical, it's not something that you're doing copy and paste. It has to flow from the inside out. So I would say you have to be deliberate about writing down what you're sensing for your life and for your journey. It is important, and I feel that has been one of my strongest advantage. If I sense God is telling me to do something or to get on a path, I will write it down and I will start the journey there. I will read about it. That I will read. I will gather resources. I will press on AI. What's the future of this and that? Give me details and I would just and I would then know what I should start doing from that moment. So when you're speaking now, you're asking now, how did I plan my career path? I would say the moment I sensed that, um, the moment I sensed God was calling me into coaching, and because I like from what was read, a number of things I do. So, but I'm sharing my journey now as a coach and serving within immerse coaching company. So the moment I sensed God was calling me into that, because I had been teaching before then, while I was home in my church back at home, I was teaching there, and I have always been passionate about empowering lives. Now, this is where passion comes to play. The gift God has placed on your inside, the strength, those things you're going to bed at night, you're thinking about something. Oh, I'm good at this. How can I change the world with this? How can I make a difference in your life with this? There's a lot in Nigeria that everyone is complaining every day is not going right. How can I change Nigeria with the gift God has given me? I knew for some years before I got on this journey as a coach that teaching was one of the assignment God was calling me into. So the moment I picked it on campus and teach that's coaching and administration, I started volunteering in that area. I wrote it down. I started learning. I started volunteering, getting knowledge. Holidays, I was learning. Weekends, I was learning. And as God strengthened me, I continued. And I kept listening to God. So I kept listening to God. I did my best to maximize opportunities to serve with that gift. So that really helped me. It really, really helped me. And I kept getting more knowledge, as I said earlier on. So, what steps did I take to achieve my goals? I was clear on certain, it wasn't like clear, but I knew what God was calling me to. Yes, I started serving in that light, taking courses, like I said already, then volunteering. Maybe I should just share an insight into my journey at Immerse Coaching Company. So, I think 2018 or 2019, I started following DDK. I got to know her through Instagram. So I started following her, learning from her. And then in 2020, during the lockdown, there was this, I think, activation intensive that was opened up for people to join. And I joined. So after activation intensive, toward the end of the year, there was an opening for a certain cycle to begin, and I wanted to be part. So somehow I became a part of Immerse Inner Circle. So from that 2020, 2021, 2022, I was a part of Immerse Inner Circle. I was learning, growing. I was consuming a lot of resources. There was a season when I will every morning when I wake up, immediately after quiet time, the next thing I do is to take my online courses. I had my journals. Those things expanded my mind. They expanded and they gave me so much clarity into what God was calling me into. So that really helped me. And sometime in 2022, there was an opening to apply for support coaching. And I applied because, like I made mention of earlier on, I sensed God was calling me into this path. So I applied, I got in. And from 2022 till 2020, into 2024, when I graduated in 2023, I think it was 2024, if I remember clearly, that I took a break from support coaching. But I coached. I was a student oh, at that time. I had responsibilities. I had my books. I had a number of things I was doing. I was a leader in church and all that. It was a journey. It was a stretch. So, but then I served and I ensured I did good work. I always did my best because I sensed that this would be a kind of company I would love to work in sometime in the future. I did not even know it wasn't so far away. So, but I enjoyed. I just did good work, and sometime there was an opening. Someone mentioned my name sometime last year, and that was just how I was called. And within this year, I got on board as a team member. So that's
Wow,
just an
thank you so
insight into
much.
my journey, and I feel
Okay.
you might have picked some things from that story.
Yes, yes, I've
So
picked a
just
lot, like gathering resources for my career
yeah.
path. Yes, and the part where you said you can ask AI on what do you think we change the words, like how do you think the word is
Mm,
changing? Yes, thank you very much. So moving on to the next question is how has the job market changed in recent years and what skills are most in demand?
okay. How has the job market changed in the recent years? Mm. So it keeps changing. I feel this even just the first question I answered, that was one of the reasons why I just took out time to answer it in a comprehensive way because I felt it would form the foundation for answering these two other questions. It's the job market actually keeps changing and the what skills are most in demand? Hmm. I made mention of prompting AI with questions about the future. So I would say your ability to think beyond today, your ability to think where in the next, let's say 1 decade, where exactly will this career path I'm taking be?
Mm,
What would be the
yes.
use of this skill I'm about to learn? So that ability to think in that way is a strong advantage. Then understanding how the digital world works, it is a strong advantage. So if you can invest some time into that, it gives you an edge into digital tools and the future of work. It's beautiful if you're a student or you're a recent graduate. It's a very wise decision to take out some time to learn about the future of work for your career and for your field. It gives you a strong advantage. So that will be my answer for that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. The ability to foresee, having foresight of
Yeah,
what we are going to happen
vision.
there. Yes, thank you. So
Mhm.
the last question, because we are running out of time, how can students and recent graduates find mentors or role models in their desired field? So let's work with time. So how can students and
Okay.
recent graduates find mentors or role models in their desired field?
Finance to mentors and in the place of service, you definitely find people that in the place of number one, learning, and secondly, service. So learning is in giving yourself to resources. So I feel books and online courses have been a strong advantage for me. Some of the persons that have made the greatest difference in my life as mentors, I've never met some of them. Let's say maybe it's this year I've gotten to meet a few of them, but I spend a lot of time learning through books, courses, videos, podcasts, and the rest. So I would say know your path, know the path God is inviting you to take, then pray about it. Definitely, there's nothing you can't talk to God about. So have a conversation with God about it and go search for resources. You will know whose voice resonates with the assignment you're being called into. And don't take this method of chasing people to mentor you. It's not the best, and I don't think it works. I really do not agree with it, and it's not the best for you. Invest in resources by the person you sense you should listen to and you should spend time with. Secondly, serve. When they have events, when they have conferences, when they have those things happen, you're not going there to serve to show yourself. You're going there to serve to learn more. And definitely, it's in service a lot. Service is an access to many things. So you will now have to learn how to navigate that path when you're taking that path. Like I mentioned earlier on, I sent something about my own work in coaching and just being a community member at Immerse Coaching Company, and I started serving. So it was from that place of serving, a lot just opened up for me. I was just doing doing what I sense I should do at that time to serve. So spend time learning, then be given to service. Service is such an open door, and these role models keep the resources of those persons you sense you should be learning from at the front of you daily. Listen to it, invest in it, and you're gonna reach your goal.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach Destiny. That was such an insightful session with you. So we'll be opening the floor
Yeah.
now for questions from the attendees. So if you have any question, please drop it in the comments section. So our moderator will read it out to us.
Okay. We're waiting. I can speak in this moment, right?
Yes. Okay. I've not
So
seen
just
the
while we
question.
wait for them.
Jen is
Yeah.
saying the question in the
Mm.
comment section. I'm
We're
trying to
also
look for.
looking forward to your questions, and I also wanted to mention you might not whether you have a question or not. You could just maybe share something you learned from what I spoke to. If you have any question on it, you can also feel free to share. I know my session is quite short. Okay, some persons are sharing now.
Okay. So what do you suggest for a beginner in content creation? Or do you have anything to suggest to us, like an advice or something? A beginner in content creation, you're the
Mm,
one that will be using you're the one that will be using social media the more, like all platforms to create content.
mhm.
Yeah, that's why I believe that you use all platforms and you do your research very well to know what content will do well on a specific platform. You can. There's some content you post on Instagram that might not do well on LinkedIn, and there's some that will post on LinkedIn that might not do well on Instagram. Just know how each platform tries and study each one. Then you know, like I said, you know how to position yourself on each platform. Or do you have any other things to add, Coach Destiny?
Oh, okay. Yeah, just as you've spoken already, which is actually very important. I would say, if you're going into content creation, um, are you going into it like this is not like now my question about you're going into content creation. Are you going into it to make money, or you see something you're going there to solve, or you are sensing the need to do something, to invent something, innovate in that field? Or I will start with asking what's your why? Because your why should determine how you now start. For some persons, at the level of the why, after you've spoken to your why, you should serve within an organization at the start. For some persons, you have to get your tools ready and okay, get something started. For some persons, you have to read a book before you get on that journey. So your why is very critical. And maybe I should just chip this in here. Don't like the way the times we are living in now requires that you have a strong why behind your career. You must have a strong, like something that wakes you up daily. You're willing to live for it, and you're also willing to die for it. I know it might sound funny, but your career, it's not just something you do daily, oh, to make some money to do. It must be something that drives you. So if you're going into content creation, why exactly? What are you trying to do? What narrative do you want to pass on to Nigerians, to Africans, to citizens of the world? What do you intend to do through content? So that's a beautiful place to begin from. So after deciding that, I would say spend some time learning from those persons already in that field. So get clear on your why, spend some time learning from those persons, then get started. In that during that process of learning, investing in resources, books, courses and all that, get started. You would know when it's time to start and you will know how you should start. And I'm wishing you all
Okay.
the best.
There's one more question. Like, for someone who has
Mm.
a skill, for instance, I'm a UI UX designer and also a mechanical engineering student, is it possible to use LinkedIn to showcase these both aspects? Or I just focus on one? Yes, it's possible to use LinkedIn to showcase both aspects. Yes, because of course, mechanical engineering and UX designer, you're a designer and you can, and I feel there's an aspect of mechanical engineering that has to do with designing. So yes, it's possible to, in fact, even if you don't want to infuse the two, you can optimize your profile in a way that if they look for UI UX designer, you will come up, and if they look for mechanical engineer, you will come up. So it's just for you to know how to optimize your LinkedIn profile and know, okay, how to position yourself to say, okay, I want to put out mechanical engineering and UI UX design together. So yeah, so that's why I would say that you should just know how to optimize your bio, and you can always showcase the two on LinkedIn. So I don't know if Coach Destiny has something to add.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've spoken to a good part of it already, and that's it. You just have to find the balance, and you should know what your why. I think we are going back to this conversation on the why. So why are you showing up on LinkedIn? Are you showing up to tell your story as a student, or your positioning and being deliberate about how you show up as a UI UX designer? Because I feel one has to take the lead, especially at the start, so that your audience are not confused. You should know, you should have a kind of way you're going to integrate the second into that which is primary. So you can definitely do both, but sit down to be very clear on your why. Why are you showing up on LinkedIn? What exactly do you intend to accomplish with your show up on LinkedIn for your career? That's a good place to start, and then know which to start. We start with one so that it's not overwhelming. Are you going to be talking about your UI UX, journey, or you're sharing thought leadership, or teaching people this how we can use UI UX to transform this in Africa, in the world, in organizations, to empower lives? What do you intend to do? And then do you want to integrate your journey as a mechanical engineering student? Let's say maybe once in a while, once in 2 weeks, you just share updates. This is what's going on in school. This is what you're learning. And this is how you're learning to balance, both, and this journey you're currently on. So I feel it's actually very doable. Just be clear on your why and how you get it done.
Okay. Thank you very much. There's another question here, and I think it's for you. She said, you talked about service. How can we effectively serve? Can you please throw more light on this, Coach Destiny?
Hmm. A bit tricky, this question. How can it effectively serve? We serve by serving. So, okay, effectively serving it in, if you've chosen, you should know why you choose to serve wherever you serve. Why? Start with your why. Why are you serving where you want to serve, or why are you serving where you currently serve? So, start with your why, then understand the vision behind what the organization where you're serving. So, and know what God is, should I say, God will have you do in that season, in that place, so that your service is not just like a form of activity for you. I'm very big on serving from the heart. So you should get to the heart of what God is saying in that season to you concerning that work He would have you do. So, but be very clear on why you're serving anywhere at any point in time. Don't just serve, or don't just say, they're looking for volunteers. Won't you join? There's a season of life that thing works. But as you grow, you need to get really clear on why you're serving in any organization or in any community. Then understand the vision so that you can serve the vision excellently. That's the heart of exceptional service. Understand the vision and what you've been called or what you've been brought on board to do. Then decide you're going to exceed expectations. Just decide, oh, they say you should come on board these targets that have been given to you. It's two, three, five. You're aiming at how can I do 10? How can I be exceptional? How can I grow through this? What lessons do I want to take out of this and all that? You're going to be exceptional if you get that right and you know what exactly God is then saying you should do in that place at that time. So,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. Thank you very much for this, Tini. So this last one, say how can someone build their confidence in themselves even when it comes to applying for jobs or putting yourself out there on these platforms like LinkedIn? Confidence comes from doing. If you do something over time, you get mastery in it, then that mastery alone is confidence in it. So it comes from doing it consistently, doing it regularly. So you have to start like, okay, I want to post. Anytime I before for the very first for the first few times I posted on me, immediately I press post, I would just switch it off and go into that app for about 3 hours, 4 hours before I come to check, okay, do I have any comments? Do I have anything? But it comes from doing it and doing it and doing it. So now I don't have that anxiety again. I put myself on LinkedIn confidently. But when I started, I had that phobia because I'll be wondering what if I get a criticizing comment or anything. But yes, even if I get a criticizing comment at this point, I know how to navigate it because I've been doing it over time and I've gotten gotten used to it, gotten used to the platform, and I've just positioned myself well. So I'll say you should just start it. Start putting yourself out there. That's where the confidence comes from. Putting yourself out there, doing it, do it again, do it again, do it till you get mastery. Then you see how your confidence will come up. So I don't know if there's any other thing Coach Destiny wants to add.
I don't think you've like spoken to it already. Just take action. The more you do it and you just discover you're growing, um your confidence will grow just as your competence will keep growing. So and as you understand LinkedIn more, you actually and you're able to tell better story, you grow confident and definitely. So just show up and always remind yourself of why you do what you're doing. So see beyond you. You're making a post and you're telling a story. You're transforming a life. You're making a difference in the world. You're shaping the narrative of someone. So really see it beyond you just showing up. See it as the why, see the why behind your showing up. See the difference you're making in the world. See the impact this action you're taking consistently will make in your generation and for those coming after you. So always keep that to heart. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, Miss Jane, rather. Sorry, not Mrs. Coach Jane. Let me give you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. I really love the session. Thank you, Coach Destiny. Thank you, Coach Victoria. This was so beautiful. I really wish we could continue, but our time is already up. Thank you so much. So there's one
Yeah.
more thing I said I was going to share with you guys. Um, so for those of you that will be having issues getting your like just getting your career packages set, so we have these amazing offers for you. Like we are just giving it to this is just open to the people on this call, so it's just for you. So our coach here, Coach Victoria, is offering amazing career packages for everyone, for students, for young graduates. So if you would want to get your, if you need a basic package that she could help you optimize your CV, she could help you write your cover letter, even optimize your LinkedIn. I'm telling you, this is like free of charge work. But we stopped doing these things for free. We used to do it for free. But we noticed that people don't take it seriously. So we had to include this commitment fee. So this is not actually the real amount because I know how much people charge for LinkedIn optimization. So if you want to get this package, you can reach out to our admin number, reach out to us via email. Just reach out to us. I'm sure you joined this session based on our admin line, or someone shared it to you, just find a way to reach out to us on WhatsApp, and our coach here, Victoria, you would help you package everything. So that's for the basic package. We'll help you write your cover letter and optimize your CV, and even optimize your LinkedIn page. Then for the premium package, this one is loaded. In fact, this is free bonus for you, because in this you get to you have CV optimization, LinkedIn optimization. She'll do your cover letter for you. Then cold DM and cold email templates. I am I'm a beneficiary of this because I got the job I'm currently doing, my 9 to 5, through cold DMs. So don't sleep on this. So she'll help you craft proper cold DMs to send to people. Then setting up a Linktree account. Many of you don't know about Linktree. So when you have a call or session with her, she shows you how to handle it and to build a proper portfolio. So everybody needs a portfolio. Every student, you don't need to have a website for you to build a portfolio. So that's what she'll help you do. Then content strategy. She was already giving us insights. She was giving us insights on AI prompting, on how to craft good posts on LinkedIn. That was just something for something free, and we're working with time. So imagine if you have a one-on-one session with her, and you get to have proper content strategy with her. So that's what you get for the premium package. So these are like giveaways for you. Like I said, if you stay to the end of the session, you get to benefit from this. Nobody will do this for you at this free price. So if you need any of this, you can reach out to us. I advise every student and every young graduate to grab this opportunity. And you can also share this video. It's going to be available for us to go back and watch the replay. Everything our coach Victoria has told us about building a CV, about positioning yourself in LinkedIn. Settle down and watch it all over again. Share it with your friends, share it with your classmates, share with everybody, and stay tuned. We are going to have more sessions like this, more and more engaging sessions. So we are gathering all the feedback we get from this and everything we need to make our workshops and our webinars more interesting for you all to benefit. So if there's anything Coach Victoria and Coach Destiny would like to say in 1 minute before we leave the call, the floor is open. Then I need you guys to just celebrate them more. And please, you can follow them on LinkedIn. I think you should start practicing that now. Go to LinkedIn, follow them. You can follow me on LinkedIn too, Jane Agadia. Connect, send us connection requests. Let's connect and start building ourselves. Follow us on Instagram. Follow Stustle on Instagram at Stustle Officials, and on Facebook. Just follow us everywhere. Just so you can get updates and more information on other things we are going to roll out. So please show your love in the chat to Coach Destiny and Coach Victoria. Tell them we love you, and thank you all for staying to the end of this session. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not seeing the celebration in the chats yet. Where are you guys? Coach G, Coach Victoria that has been speaking for over an hour. They are here. Celebrate them. Please drop your favorite emoji and let's celebrate them more and more. Are we there? I can see some people sending love emoji. Are we still here? I can't. Thank you so much. Thank you. So please, we would like if you can share your reviews. We'd like if you can share your reviews with our admin or anybody you can reach out to. So I'll drop the admin number here. Please share your reviews and everything you've learned so that it would encourage us to prepare more sessions like this for you and bring more people like this to teach you. So I just dropped the WhatsApp number here on the chat. So that's our WhatsApp number. You can reach out to us on WhatsApp, share your reviews, or tag us on Instagram and state what you've learned. Just anything, share. You can take a screenshot now and share on your story on Instagram. Where's our content creator? The lady that talked about content creation, is it Tamara? Yes, you can snap this now and share on your story. These are things that people want to see. You can even take a screenshot of this and post it on LinkedIn. People will see that you are joining personal development classes, classes to help and to improve your mind. These are things that you can post on LinkedIn and Instagram. So thank you so much, everybody. It's been an amazing time with you all. Thank you once again, Coach Destiny and Coach Victoria. Till we meet again. Till we meet again. Just putting them up on my screen again. So thank you for joining, and God bless you all. Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much. Such a pleasure today. Thank you.
Yeah, good night.